Shall we get ready to go?
Yeah.
Shall I ring the bell?
You ring the bell.
It's loud, right?
It's so loud.
So loud. Even with my ears. What have you got?
I've got a Diet Coke. I would have preferred a full fat, but...
Would you? Standard Gen Z kind of millennial thing going on here, right? Alcohol and no alcohol between the two of us.
I know. Well, cherry Pepsi or cherry Coke.
Is that what you're doing? I have gone for beer.
Well, look at all my fingerprints. Look at this. Oh, wait.
Oh, go on. You're going to show me some move that you saw on TikTok that makes your straw stand still. Is that a thing?
I don't know if it's a thing or not, but I discovered it and I was like, well...
I saw that. I've still got our kid. My daughter still brings... she carries a McDonald's like that with a straw through the middle of the...
She carries a
Oh,
McDonald's?
here you go. Here's one for you. I'm teaching you now. So when you get your drink in McDonald's...
Yeah.
Imagine milkshake on the bottom.
Yeah.
Big Mac and fries open.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the middle of the box that you can sit your box on top of your drink and carry it, and you can drink your drink and eat out of it.
I've seen this.
So when I go into their rooms, they're all sitting there with like this thing, but for me, it's just going to melt your milkshake, right?
I wouldn't really want to do that. I feel like like everything would fall out the sides.
Yeah,
like the food,
exactly
like the fries
that.
would have
And your milkshake's going to get warm and your food's going to get cold. I don't get the sense of it.
And by the time you actually get to drinking your milkshake, the straw's gone soggy and you can't even drink it anyway.
Don't even get me started on milkshakes at McDonald's. Milkshake straws at McDonald's.
We've got a plastic straw.
Halfway through. Cheers. Good
Cheers.
health.
Well,
It's warm enough for a beer as well.
it is 30 degrees.
Shall we go?
So we go on then.
So what are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about bridging the gap between Gen Zs and millennials.
Yeah. Communication. It is tough, isn't it?
It is.
Sometimes.
All the time, I think.
Do you think so? I think so too. I think it's easier for us just because, as in to know how to talk to people my age, not that old. But to know how to talk to people my age, just because we've been around a lot longer, right? So like, and we're, dare I say, stereotypically, I think we're a bit more simple. We're less complex characters, and you tend to find
figured out.
Yeah, it's been figured out. But with your generation, I think it's a bit more difficult. What works? What do you think the issues are? Or what would help us do it better?
I think brands really enjoy sticking to their guidelines and their specific tone of voice, but that tone of voice doesn't speak to Gen Z all the time. It's so polished. It's gone through proofers and copywriters to like get it perfect, but we're not perfect. So why would we want the copy to be so perfect?
That's a really good way to put it. I've never thought about it like that.
Like, some brands just refuse to use emojis, and I feel like emojis is one of those.
Is that a big deal?
I don't think it's a big deal.
Well, all right, when I say is it a big deal, would it make a difference?
I feel like with maybe the younger portion of Gen Zs, it probably would make a difference. I feel like with the older lot, not as much. But it's nice. It's like emojis like show a bit of emotion, and we know we like a bit of emotion.
Yeah, but you're not gonna. But I suppose you've got that whole like that everyone's seen Adolescence, right? That Netflix show.
Yeah.
Like
that's
emojis are like a new alphabet. It's like, I suppose I'd be scared to know which one to use. I didn't know different coloured hearts meant different coloured things, and purple hearts meant one thing and a red heart meant another thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, to be honest. That was new to me.
But it would work using it.
I probably wouldn't start using all those different heart colours on posts, but I just meant like something that goes with your message. Like if you're talking about cars, what's wrong with a car emoji?
Seriously?
Or like, for example, like
is it not a bit condescending? I'd see it a bit of condescending though. I suppose it's just a difference in viewpoint, and this is why it's hard, right? I'd see that as a bit condescending. I don't know if that's the right word, maybe / childish, as in going, do you think I'm a kid? What are you putting a little picture of a cute car on my message for?
It just adds character. It's not just like this massive paragraph of text, because I think like we've had some clients in the past that for social posts, you want it to be short and snappy, like get to the point. No one's going to read an essay on Instagram.
Totally agree with you.
And they've got this lengthy paragraph, and it's like, oh, it's not going to work. But no, we should include that because it's really important. It is important to you. It's important to the business. And your guidelines, but the person reading it, it's not going to read. So they're going to skim read, or maybe even just scroll past. They'll see the length of that message and move on.
I agree with that. I don't want that. I think there's a place for it. I just still do think there's a place for like polished content, depending on what you're doing. And if you're going to spend, I don't know, millions of pounds on TV time, you kind of want what you're putting on TV to a mixed audience to be polished, because I suppose it should be a safer bet. But when we were younger, if it wasn't polished, it meant you were sloppy. It was kind of like you'd build trust by being polished. But now it seems like that's flipped on its head, right? Like polished means it's not authentic. No. It's less trusted if it's polished, because, I don't know, I guess anyone could do it. Is that the kind of viewpoint that you've got?
Yeah, and like nowadays, like when it comes to like Twitter or X, like people are just responding back. Like they're not thinking about what they're actually commenting or tweeting. It's just that quick message. Like, okay, here's my thought, go. Here's my thought, go. They're not thinking about, actually, let me put it through this and get this checked. Is this 100% accurate? Is what I'm saying correct? Like, you want your message to be correct, but you don't want all that detail. But you want people to actually go onto your website. So I sometimes see ads and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, but they've obviously just put a bit of a snippet in, but it creates that interest. Yeah. I prefer a teaser because I don't want to know all about it on socials. I want to then go on your website, see what else you've got. Getting people onto your website is the most important part. Getting them from the ad to your website. I feel like sometimes that's missed because people are writing essays and essays or trying to. I saw something on LinkedIn the other day about a client wanting to change their Google Ads headlines. So it's like, no, you haven't included this information or this information. Yeah. But like.
Yeah, I know what you're on about now, actually.
But the person running the ad was like, but I don't.
Yeah,
you need
it's about telling a story, right?
Yeah.
It's about talking to people and helping them through their pain points rather than selling things that you don't know they're interested in.
Yeah, you want to talk to them. Are you tired? It's when you're selling. I don't know. What's a good example of something easy to sell and talking about a Google Ads campaign in that perspective? Like, for example,
football boots.
So, okay, I don't know much about football, so I'll leave that to you. But you're not going to be like, new football boots for sale. This spec, I don't even know what the spec for a football boot is to begin with.
Well, now it'd just be who wears them, which would probably be a lot of influencer stuff that's touched on it. It'd be kind of like, that's all kids would want to know. Like,
Ronaldo.
My youngest has just started playing football. He's 8.
Yeah.
And it's not what boots are good, what boots are comfortable. It's I want the boots that he's got, or I want the boots that she's got, or I want the boots that they've got, whatever it might be, whatever's trending at the minute. It's almost like quality second, though. And that's I think probably quite a difficult thing for us to overcome. Because I think we want to, like as an older generation, you want to talk about the quality, you want to talk about why it's good, because it should mean something. But it's almost like, I think you're still trying to do the same things. You're still trying to sell a story. You're still trying to prove that it's trusted, that it's going to be good, that it's going to solve a problem. But I think what we struggle with is probably how that trust is built now. Yep. That's changed quite a lot, I think.
USPs aren't about the product anymore. It's about the popularity. So like your USP above with those football boots would be like, oh, this famous footballer's been wearing them on the pitch. He wore them to the latest game. Yeah. Like, oh, I want to wear the same shoes he's wearing.
Exactly.
Not that they're the comfiest ones out there. Like your USP's changed. What you're promoting and your messaging has completely changed from back in the day. People would look at the spec of a new phone. It's got a great camera. It's got this, it's got that. But now it's about, oh, this is the latest camera. This is what everyone has. It's the easiest way to communicate. Like your messaging has to be tailored not just to your audience, but how people perceive that message and what they want to hear.
Yeah.
You can tell people all this information, but if they don't want to hear it, they're not going to take it in. They're just going to scroll past.
I think you can probably see now, I'm just thinking about that on the football boots, when you can probably see how that's gone into product. It's probably why boots has got such bright colours now. So you can actually see that someone's wearing your boots when you've got them. Yeah. Back in the day, they were all black, so you kind of had to look for an emblem, and they all looked the same really, apart from whether it had Adidas stripes or a Nike tick or a Puma logo, whatever it might have been. That was the only thing that stood out. But now they are all bright pink, bright blue, bright green, white. So when you're actually looking on there, people can see what they've got, and then they're going to look for it so they can find it easier. So it kind of does help with the purchasing bit of it as well. I think you're not getting them mixed up anyway, put it that way. You're not buying the wrong ones because they're all so bright and also distinct.
I've never thought about it that way. That's just kind of reminding me about when Apple brought out the iPhone 5Cs. You know, the phones with the plastic bags. It's like the blue, the pink, and the bright.
Could you customise that one, or was it they just different colours?
They had I think 5 different colours. There's a bright blue, pink, yellow, green, and that was a new phone. And if you saw someone with a bright pink phone, you knew that was the latest iPhone 5C. Yeah. But then that died off so quickly. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be carrying around a bright pink phone. I want the sleek black. So it's so different between football boots and phones. You want bright football boots, but a phone, you just want it to be sleek.
Well, it's gone the other way now, hasn't it? If someone knows you've got the latest phone now, you get an electric scooter pull up and take it out your hand and take it off you. It's the last thing you want someone to do is know you've got the latest phone, I suppose, nowadays, which is a bit different.
Yeah.
Who does it well? Who does communication well?
Aldeh.
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 I'm looking for one of those. I thought that campaign was brilliant. The ALDEH.
Yep.
Like the Manchester accent on Aldi.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm at the concert next week and I'm going to see Oasis.
You're going to go on the hunt?
Don't hate me. I am. I'm going looking for an Aldeh.
You're going to see go.
Is it real or is it?
I don't know. Sometimes I really do get fooled by some of these marketing campaigns, but it's like, oh, have they actually changed their store signs in Manchester for the time period, or is it just like a bit of CGI?
I'd be so impressed if they've actually gone all in and actually done that for while the things are going on up there.
Yeah, I feel like...
I doubt it, though.
It'd be
it's probably
great,
just a really smart campaign. They're clever. I think they're probably the one of the brands. They're probably my favourite one to watch. I think what they've done really well now is kind of like when you see something, they've given themselves actual character and a personality. People look at the Aldeh social account as a person.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I wonder what they're going to say.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to come out off the back of this, because they are so human. They're like no filter, bit of a joke taker, don't take themselves too seriously, but it's kind of at a humour level that seems to cross all boundaries.
Yeah.
Where it would make me laugh and make you laugh.
Everyone loves a joke.
Yeah, everyone loves a joke.
And it's always how they're teasing M&S about something, and everyone loves that. Just like the little Twitter wars going on between M&S and Aldeh.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, and it gets so much traction and PR. It's on all those meme pages, it's on TikTok, it's on Twitter, and sometimes it even ends up on some of the news pages, Daily Mail.
Yeah, it does. I think I think they had some kind of a campaign, didn't they? Where I like when, like you say, when they will go back at other people's misfortune as well.
Yeah.
They do get a couple of those in there, which are a little bit risky.
Yes.
But I think that's half the point. I think for me, if you're going to really target an audience and you want to talk to a specific generation, like your generation, Gen Zs, you've got to be prepared to upset me to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because most of the things will, because we're different. You can't expect to resonate. If your target audience is one very specific segment, I think it's about being brave and being brave enough to know that this is going to alienate quite a lot of people. But as long as it talks to the 20% of people that I'm really aiming for, that my product's going to help and that my product's going to benefit and that we will retain and will grow and will make lots of money off, essentially.
Yeah.
It's about, you've got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And I think that probably talks to a lot of things.
Yeah, it does. And I think brands are scared to take that risk because it's like the what if this fails?
Yeah.
What if this doesn't go well? What if Gen Z just laugh at us or mock us? Because people can do it really badly as well. Yeah. Like people just go, it's a bit cringe actually. Like, why have they done that for? Cringe. Yeah. It's very cringe. But I agree. You have to take the risk and see what works and test stuff. So like the A/B testing, when we've run campaigns before, we've done 2 different messages for 2 different audience types, and even for the same audience.
Yeah.
Because Gen Zs as a whole, they're not the same. Everyone's different, but there's obviously 2 main categories to them, and testing those to see which one works, which one do we want as our customer that we'll be able to retain and grow.
Your worst outcome is that all of them work.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing ever. You kind of want a lot of them to fail because I want to find out what's going to work and what's not.
Yeah.
And you've got to, I think I sound like a cliche machine, but there's no, how do they say, there's no success without sacrifice. You've got to be prepared to sacrifice some money. So you've got to take some risk to get success, because you don't get success without it. No. I think that's in anything. You think anyone, whether it's a footballer, a singer, a marketeer, anybody, the people who are usually at the top of the game have made a lot of sacrifices to get there. The people that do really well have usually made a lot of sacrifices to make that happen, because it takes a lot of hard work.
It does. And being able to be comfortable with failing fast and then learning from it and moving on. Okay, that didn't work. Great, fine, I know that now. What does work, and moving on and learning from that. It might not work again, but just trying again till you reach the right end goal.
Can you recover if you fail a Gen Z? Because
if you get cancelled,
I think that would be the thing that I would be worried about talking to the younger audience. Is kind of like, failing fast was good before, but people are a bit forgiving. They forget easy. I suppose maybe we're a little bit easier to sell to.
Yeah.
Where you'd kind of go, oh, you can resell to me. But today, if I guess the perception would be if I failed, not personally, but if as a brand I failed with this marketplace, and it was like, I don't know, insert Gen Z acronym line in here, whatever happens. If you did, I think the people would worry that you don't come back from that and you're done. Oh. You're toast within a marketplace.
I think it depends. If it's a person, if it's an influencer, for example, and they get cancelled, that's a lot bigger because they've probably done something wrong or something that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Gosh, I can't even think.
Something that's not good.
Yeah, not good, but there's a word for it, like or something that's questionable, or something about the history.
Morally wrong, right?
Yeah, morally wrong, that would upset people. But as a business, I think that's harder to do. Because when it comes to businesses doing these campaigns and putting out, I don't know, any sort of marketing or PR, it goes through people and they people check what's happening. I think it's a lot harder.
Unless you're Kanye.
Unless you're Kanye. But I think as a business, you can recover from it. And I think one of those things is like, put your hands up and be like, sorry guys, that didn't work. We take it back. We know that was a bit cringe. We'll come back to you. Yeah. But like being like, just owning it. Owning that you did a terrible job at it and then moving on from it. But I think as a person as well, whether that's a brand or a person, the same applies. If you own up to your mistakes or own up to what you've done wrong or whoever you've upset and then just move on from it. And it's kind of like, okay, they understood that they were wrong. What they did, no one really liked. Yeah. They've put their hands up. Okay, I respect that.
Well, that's another thing that we talk to a lot of clients about, to be fair, bringing it back into work, is kind of the community management side of stuff. It's not a problem that someone has complained about a service. No. I read all the comments. If I see anybody that's all 5-star, 600, that's a bit of a red flag. You're kind of going, because nobody's that good. Nobody's perfect. And the fact is that more people complain online than actually say good stuff. They used to say it was like 10 to 1. If you do something wrong, people will tell 10 people. If you do something right, they'll tell one person.
That's so true.
So when you actually come to look at it, I kind of expect that there's going to be ups and downs in business, because sometimes people are off sick, sometimes you're short staffed, sometimes machinery breaks and people get bad outputs from it. But it's how you recover, I think, from it. And when you actually look at that people have responded and they've tried to resolve issues, it at least gives an idea that you care. Yeah. Rather than, I don't know, rather than just a one-way street of lots of people saying, oh, this is great, this is amazing, this is so cool. And you just think, that doesn't sound right to me.
I've seen some terrible comms. I've looked at like Google My Business reviews for just like random like companies or businesses in the past, and like someone's given like a 1-star review. They're writing in caps saying, I've had terrible service from John today. He was rude, unprofessional, like gone all out, ! And then the business has just replied going, thanks, Karen. That's it. No, I'm really sorry to hear about this. Please email customer support and let's talk about where we went wrong. The thanks, Karen. If I was that Karen in the moment, I would be fuming.
Do you think that was a joke, though? Like as in you, Karen, you Mona?
Oh, God.
Was it?
Probably. And her name was actually Karen.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
This is a real thing. This is something I've read. Her name was Karen.
Her name was actually Karen.
But like they'd done it to other customers whose name wasn't Karen. And just gone, thanks. And it's kind of like, why are you saying thanks? Ask questions. Where did you go? Like, learn from your mistakes. Like, if I was a customer and on the receiving end I got a reply back from the business that just says, thanks. Yeah. Sorry, what do you mean?
I think as well, though, I think it kind of depends on the tone you can play. It's nice to be nice, isn't it? I find you kind of get more done rather than typing in caps and being a bit of a dick about it. You kind of get more done by just talking to people, because people want to help people that are genuinely upset. Yeah. You say, do you know something? I paid a lot of money for this. This wasn't great. I'm really unhappy and I want you to do something about it. You're usually fine. You'll get something out of it.
You want to be hard.
Yeah, you'll get something out of it then, rather than... I saw a funny one on a Ryanair page where it was someone was complaining because they were out on the airfield waiting to get on their plane and the steps weren't there yet. Oh, God. And this person had put, like, I think it was a video at the time, or had put something up complaining, telling Ryanair to get it right. But they were being not the nicest about it. They were trying to give it the
trolling them.
Yeah, trolling them a little bit. And it was like, oh no, get a plane with Ryanair, you don't even get any stairs. Will you bring your stairs next time? But within seconds they'd replied saying, yeah, we'll bring the stairs, but you can bring your own plane. Which I thought was a good one, because even funny. Then it was kind of, they treated that person the way they were coming into them, and it kind of squashed it. But turning something bad, that's pretty bad. To be standing out on an airfield waiting to get on a plane and not being there is pretty disorganised.
It is.
But once that comment went through, nobody was talking about the fact it was disorganised. All anybody was talking about was how funny this back and forth was between these two people, and all of a sudden it was positive and the actual issue was forgotten. I'm not saying everyone should handle it that way, but you shouldn't be scared to talk to people in their own language and meet them where they are, I guess.
I agree.
I think that's the key to most of it, isn't it?
And I think a good way to talk about communication is there's this guy on Twitter that trolls people, but it's like they've sent in a picture going, I don't know what his name is, but I'm gonna have to think about it. And he goes, hi, insert name, I've got this picture, can you remove that woman's arm from the background? Do you know what I'm on about?
No.
And like he removes a woman's arm and then like completely like ruins the picture and does something funny to it, but like taking what they said literally rather than what they actually meant.
Oh, okay.
And it's the whole point of like, when you want something done, you have to really explain, okay, this is how it should be done. The communication is key.
Yeah.
And he kind of proves a point of like, if you don't tell me exactly what you want done, I could take it as this or that or that. But he like trolls all these people who ask him to edit their pictures, or like, oh, this guy, he's got his eyes closed, can you open his eyes? And they'll make the picture so it looks like this, like a demon story. But it's just funny.
You'll have to share that with me. I like the sound of that one.
He's funny. I think he's been around for years.
I don't know who you're on about. It's not that Vader dude, is it? That Vader dude used to be a troll on there. What was his name? Something Vader. He was the meme king. I don't think he invented memes.
Oh, I don't
but
know.
He's known for memes. Vader something his name was. But they used to be really funny. A meme's still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like a meme. I love a meme.
I love a meme. I love
I loved memes once I found out how to say it. Because when they first come out, it was like they came out, not just me, right?
Oh,
they came out years ago, but when people would talk about them when they were new, it was like you'd get people that call them memes, memes, all kind of, meme, what it's me, right?
Have you seen the meme I said?
Yeah, that's it. Or then you get people calling memes, and there were all kind of words, and then it was like, no, I'm sure it's meme, and I think I was getting ridiculed a little bit for saying meme, and I was quite happy to find out.
It's like GIF. And like,
GIF, yeah.
I feel like some people used to call it a GIF. No?
No. I don't think so.
Was it just me?
Maybe.
My pronunciation of some words are terrible.
Maybe a little bit. But they are, again, these are just more ways that you can communicate with people, aren't they? If they're doing it right. I mean, I'm not saying you should be sending memes to people that have got issues, but it's kind of, I get a lot of that communication back, especially like on a friend basis or when I talk to the kids, something.
Yeah.
It's kind of, a lot of things get said with pictures nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of things get said with pictures nowadays. And they're so easy to access on your phone. You kind of, if the text's there, why wouldn't you use it? If you're trying to connect with an audience, in the same way that, I suppose if you just be logical about it, you definitely wouldn't use them with some audiences.
No.
But that kind of means that you definitely should with others.
Yeah.
Right, you can't have one without the other, right? If I was sending one to my mum, although my mum does like a meme. Yeah, she loves a meme. She sends the worst ones, though.
God.
Sorry, mum. She sends the worst ones, like the worst. But she sends really good jokes. I get memes and I get jokes, stand-up jokes. But they're nice to receive every day, even just communication like that.
It's just
because
funny.
I think people love to laugh. Everything's so serious.
It is.
I don't think you have to be so serious as a brand. I don't think you have to be too serious. You should just be yourself.
Depending on what the brand is and what your service or product.
Pregnancy test brand. Serious.
Yeah. We don't want a false alarm. Oh, just kidding. Like, could you imagine the
Could you imagine that? What about trends? Are they worth it? Kind of like these TikTok trends that don't last very long. Is it worth getting involved with them? Is the juice worth the squeeze, as we'd say?
If you do it right.
I think that makes sense, the juice worth the squeeze. Do you know what I mean? Is it worth doing them?
If you're going to do it right, then yes. If you're going to do it wrong, then no, it's a waste of time.
So what's the difference between right and wrong, I suppose, begs the question there.
I think people see a trend on social and they're like, yeah, I want to do it, but they want this high production, like they want it to be shot perfectly, edited. They want all this time and money to go into something to make it a high value production. But with these trends, you need to be fast. You need to shoot it, post it, and then move on. That's it.
So what about if there's errors in it? Or it's a bit shaky or a bit,
But if you think about all the best videos and the best memes and reels you see are the shaky ones, bad quality, chaos going around. If you think about it, they're the ones that do end up going viral. And I know like every brand is like, make me go viral. I want to go viral. I want this many likes. But that's not going to happen if you've got like a John Lewis Christmas advert for your TikTok. Like, how is that going to work? It's a wrong platform. Like, these high production videos do work really well when it comes to other channels, like for example a Sky Ad Smart ad.
That's right. Yeah.
People want that to be clean and want it to be polished. You want the messaging to be perfect, the tone of voice, the script, everything. But you're paying loads of money for that, and you want it to be perfect. You want the message to be so clear and concise. But when it comes to TikTok or Instagram Reels or something like, or even YouTube Shorts, for example.
Yeah, I love a short.
You love a short.
I do love a short. I'm a YouTube guy. Yeah, shits and gig shorts are funny.
They are funny.
Yeah.
And like, that's what you want. If you think about what other people are posting, the stuff that goes viral and the stuff that you see, they're not this something that's been shot by a videographer, gone in and had 4 hours worth of amends and edits made to it, and it's not polished.
Yeah. So I suppose what you're saying then really is that they could work. It's not necessarily being polished doesn't work. It just means that you miss the boat if you do it, kind of thing. It's kind of like you haven't got time to do it. It's the marketplace is dictating what's happening.
These trends are so fast. So by the time you hop on the trend, once you see the trend, it's already started. The ship's already sailed. You need to quickly catch up and get on the boat. Otherwise, it's going to go. You've missed it. You're going to post it late and then look like an idiot. It's kind of like, well, they're like 2 weeks late.
And you don't want to do all of them though, right?
No.
It's kind of like about picking the ones that kind of fit with what you're doing. It's not like you have to be on every trend to be seen as current and with it. It's about, because I guess that's not authentic then either. No. Then you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. You're not really involved in it.
No, I 100% agree. Like, I can't imagine some of our clients doing some of like the TikTok dances and trends. I would love to see it. Just
would you? So what about that? What about that you see like senior people, forget we're a marketing agency, we've got a bar, we've got cool stuff, we've got things going on, kind of, you've accepted us, but let's say you're in a more professional environment, not that we're not professionals, but you get what I'm coming from. And you see the CEO, the COO, whoever, C-suite person doing some kind of a viral trend, dad dancing. I mean, Drake gets grief for it, doesn't he? Get my words out. There's that many people that grieve for this stuff. Would you see that as a good thing or a bad thing?
And I think what I'm going to say now is going to be controversial, because I know people are going to see this and going to be like, no, they look like idiots. They should be more professional and respectful. But it depends. It depends on the business. I think with some businesses, they can get away with it, and it shows that they have a personality. It's not just this person with a suit who does this and it's selling you this. Like, they've got personalities behind them. They're human. Like, I think sometimes when we look at some of these bigger businesses and the people behind them, you kind of forget there's people running them.
I agree with that.
And like, you need a face to the name or the business, and you see all these people working behind the scenes to get stuff done. It's nice to see that they're having fun, they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I don't think some of these people, like some of the C-suite people, would even be involved and doing a silly dance on TikTok. But I think some of the trends that I've seen, which have been quite funny, it's where it's like you just bring a random object to work.
What?
So like...
So is that actually a thing?
Yeah, so people are sat on the table like this, sat at the bar, right? And someone was like, so everyone brings a random object in and everyone closes their eyes and one person at a time.
This sounds so weird. This sounds like a HR issue, right?
It is a HR issue. But like someone will like, so everyone's got their eyes closed, I'd go behind.
I kind of want to play it though. It's good fun. Yeah.
They'd put that object here and everyone would open their eyes and they've got water in their mouth and they're trying not to laugh. It's
I've done the try not to laugh stuff. I like that game.
That have honestly a bit like made me cackle, because it's like, why has someone just bought like, what's that? Like ash? No, it's like their fart. That's the...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Or like it's really random objects. It's like someone, I don't even know what to think of, but it's the most random things that they could find in their house. And
like one of those little cup things.
Exactly
that. Yeah. Sorry, I threw you there. That was an eye opener. That's not suitable.
Like some of that stuff that we've spoken about, which you've not known about, putting that there, and people are kind of like at first a bit like, what is that? What is that? And there's other people clocking on, and then they realise, and it's just entertaining and it's just funny. I think even if that's not posted on social media, I think from a business perspective and a well-being and like an internal like team building, it's nice just to have that sense of like community and relationship with your team.
And I think it's good, like you say, showing the personality. I know that the ads we did with Hendy, not blown out, but they were class.
Yeah.
You know, in those, I think, because you've got the owner in the video.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I think that had a good balance. You had like some regular faces that you knew, but because they were tongue-in-cheek, they didn't cross the line, I suppose. It was enough to show that as a business, we've got a level of personality.
Yeah.
But without, I don't know, doing something that becomes a little bit cringe, a little bit too embarrassing.
You've just made me remember the In-Between. Was it the In-Between? No, the Office video. Oh God,
they've done some great ones.
That one honestly made me laugh. I think that's perfect. Like the audience for that was their business. It wasn't going to go out publicly, but from a business perspective, it was just really nice.
I think it's good as well in that format, because it's when people know that this is a joke.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, this isn't me trying to be cool. There's not a question over, look at that guy thinking he's down with the kids type thing. This is some serious, successful people making a bit of a fun out of themselves and having a little bit of a laugh and showing you a little bit of the other side to them, because when you normally see them and they're in suit and ties, you probably don't get that. And it's about differentiating yourself, isn't it? Because that's the key thing for me, or at least it was. It was kind of go, well, why you? What's different about you, your business? What is different? And not just from a USP or a product perspective, because everyone says they've got a great product. Everyone says it's the best in the world. Some of the time it's kind of go, what is it about the people behind the business, which I suppose links into the brand a little bit. But they're the things that I kind of think build longer lasting relationships with people. They don't go away as quick as the trends will. So kind of like if you've got both sides of that, you've kind of got a balance of people staying in touch with you as a business, and also the little spikes of giggling that you ever now and again. I suppose that's like a happy medium. So what trends are going on at the minute that I don't know about?
What trends are going on at the minute?
Yeah, what would be one that we'd talk about? I guess the Diddy trends are gone now. No, that's over.
Oh, there wasn't really a trend. It was just like news, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was
okay. Sorry.
Like drama. I'm trying to think what trends are going on. There's always stuff going on. I think Sabrina Carpenter's on tour, so like I've been seeing lots of like videos of people dancing to her song or her concert videos.
That's why we've got someone upstairs that was off on Monday because she went to the concert in Hyde Park.
Yeah, I swear it was raining there as well.
8 hours they waited.
What?
8 hours.
For her to come on stage?
Yeah.
Why? As in she was late, or?
No, as in that's what time she was on. It started and it was 8 hours later.
Oh, I would have left. I don't think.
I haven't got the attention span for that.
I think I'd be waiting there and I'd just get bored, and it's hot and it's cold.
8 hours.
Yeah, that's a whole full day at work.
Yeah.
A full day at work, just sat there going like this.
Yeah.
What we're meant to be doing. I can't think of any trends off the top of my head. You've really put me on the spot, but I can tell you people who have done it wrong, who've failed at trying to get down with the kids or trying to attract Gen Z.
Go on then, who?
Go on. Jaguar. The controversial ad that they put out where everyone was confused, whether you were Gen Z or millennial or a boomer, whatever you were confused, because it's like, what's going on? They've tried to really target Gen Z, and like it was like a diverse video, but it's like, what are you promoting? Or were you just doing this for like a bit of a
just
PR?
For noise? Because if it was just for noise, they made loads of noise and everyone was talking about it. So I suppose that side of it was good. Compartmentalise that bit, that was excellent, because everybody was talking about it.
100%.
But I think for me it was a big fail. They just got it wrong. It was kind of, it felt like you were doing it for the sake of doing it. It didn't feel like there was anything authentic about it.
No.
It didn't feel like, it was literally just to create noise. And I think you kind of alienate both people then. You've alienated your existing audience who just...
And they were upset.
Yeah, who aren't really aligned with the direction of travel you're in at the minute.
Yeah.
And then you've also alienated your audience because they're going, this doesn't feel real.
No.
As in, we're talking about it and we'll have a laugh at you.
Yeah.
But we're laughing at you, not with you. Kind of thing, go a little bit.
But also, I didn't really understand what the message was or what they were trying to promote or the story behind it. Like, I don't know if it was just me that didn't understand what they were trying to promote, or if it was kind of like a wider audience. No one really understood what they were trying to do. It
was, for me, it was like a big contradiction. Because I think the story, from my side, how I interpreted it, was that the story they were trying to create was that, what was it called, never copied, or that they were different, essentially. Yeah. But to show that they were different, they were just following this path that everybody's jumping on, and it's kind of like, this is totally contradictory to what you're saying. If you're doing something different and you're bold and you're not copying anybody, you'd probably be doing the opposite of what you're doing now. Yeah. Because what you're actually doing now is jumping on what everybody's doing. So they're like, it doesn't seem like you're telling the truth. And
I think they probably lost some retention, like some customers that they've had around for decades, like that had their car, had a Jag for years and years and years. They're probably now a bit like, I don't want a Jag if like this. I don't know what's going on here, but I want the classic, sophisticated, luxury. Like, that's what the brand was. And I think, and this relates back to like bit of brand guidelines, but you know how some brands have like done their logos again, and it's gone, they had these really cool logos, and now it's all just sleek. That you know,
black and white.
Yeah, black and white. That same font. Like,
well, it appears that way to us anyway. At least they're probably in our studio would probably give you a big lesson on how the fonts are different.
Well, you know what, I'm like with fonts.
But... Yeah, no, but I think that's another point. It's kind of like, I get it.
Yeah.
But there's a line where those kind of tweaks don't really resonate with the audience.
No. And I even think, like, I know why they've done it, but it's also like, that's your brand. Why are you changing your full brand identity just to fit in with a trend? Because you're trying to fit in and sell to Gen Zs, but the next generation, what is it, Gen Alpha, they're going to be like, oh, why is it like that? And then you're going to change your brand identity again. I think your brand identity should remain the same, but you should be able to, I don't know, you should be able to put out different messages, different versions of yourself, different personalities.
Different sides of your personality, because everyone's got them.
Everyone's got a different personality,
exactly,
but your core values and your core message should remain the same. If you're going to change them every decade, it's kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And as well, when you're trying to sell, it appears that you're trying to sell to this new market who aren't money rich, haven't got a lot of money, just because of the stage of life you're at.
I don't think I can afford a Jag right now. So.
Yeah, well, especially not the one they brought out. It looked like it was a couple of $1 million worth of super luxury car. Yeah. It's kind of like, who's going to buy this?
I don't have the money.
And they did have. I think you do. Maybe that's what they were trying to change. And it's a blessing and a curse for them, I guess, in that you did get what I think were Jaguar people.
Yeah.
Jaguar customers. You did have those people that, even though the cars might break a bit more or be in the garage a lot, they're a bit like Rover customers and stuff back in the day. They like kind of like they were in it, they were bought in, and they're always going to buy that car because they love it and they love what you stood for. They're kind of gone now, literally. A lot of them have passed on, literally, or have now fallen away. And I don't think they hit the mark with it.
No, and I think the current Jag customers, some of the older generation of Jag customers, from what I saw on socials or even like LinkedIn, they're like, that's made me not want to buy the next one. Yeah. Because it's kind of like...
And I did feel sorry for the dude who, I think he's parted ways with the agency, or he's not on the contract. Yeah, the lead person on that campaign is no longer in situ anyway. But it was kind of like, well, it wasn't their fault on their own. They've got like a team of people and a client, and all of a sudden it's like, you did this.
One person put all of that together and posted it out.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose they were the leader of it, so they're accountable for it, but it did seem like they scapegoated them a little bit, I thought.
To be like, oh yeah, no, that was just a mistake. Sorry, brush it under the rug and move on.
I heard people talking about the millennial pause the other day. Tell me what that is.
Do you not know what the millennial pause is?
No, can I tell you what I thought it was?
Oh, God.
I don't know if I can say this. You can edit this out. I thought, this is going to sound really bad. Everything works like logically for me. So I thought like, menopause, millennial pause, like it was like about a stage of life, like a changing of a stage of life. And I think I got it totally wrong.
Yeah. I get the logic.
Kinda.
Somewhat.
It makes sense.
But no, it's like, you know when millennials make videos, they'll like get everything ready. So guys, welcome today, But whereas like Gen Z, our phone's not even stabilised yet, we've already started speaking. Whereas like with a millennial video, you can see like there's like a second gap before they start speaking. They want to make sure, okay, let's start going now.
You've got to be prepped.
You've got to be prepped. Whereas like we're like on the roll.
It's and do we do that? I'm going to check.
I don't have my phone, but honestly, it's a funny thing. You can see like compilation videos of the millennial, and it's the funniest thing ever. It's like
right at the start of the video, a second.
I never noticed it until someone pointed it out. Like this one person pointed it out. It was like, have you noticed that millennials have this pause at the beginning of all their videos? And I was like, what do you mean a pause? And then since then, I've not been able to unsee it.
As well, that's a bit of a challenge as well, because you think a lot of videos you make now, especially in certain formats, are like 6 seconds long.
Yeah.
You think that's almost 20% of your entire filming time that you've spent saying nothing, stuttering. It's a bit of a waste.
You have to and I think like with some like YouTube formats, like skippable YouTube ads. You've got 5 seconds before they're able to skip. Those 5 seconds are vital.
Yeah, you've just paused for half of it.
You paused for half of it. All right, skip. Like you didn't even get to the point that you wanted to make.
Yeah.
And time is valuable, and I think it should be used wisely. And in some cases, a high production video is worth it, depending on where it's going. But in other cases, you just have to take the risk and film it and post it.
And learn from it. Again, it comes back to that thing we were talking about earlier, just failing. Don't be worried about failing. You're going to fail. It'll just get you to where you want to go faster, right?
Exactly.
How do you do another question then? How do you manage, let's just say what I'd be looking at. I say that I don't just want to win a millennial now. I don't want to win a Gen Z now.
Okay.
I want to retain you, and I want you for your life of buying certain products.
Okay.
Do you think that it will change? Because from an older person's perspective, it seems to flick-flack a lot. Like, because they are trends.
Yeah.
What's a trend today, you're getting cancelled for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cancelled. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Well, I threw that in. I'm on trend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But you're getting cancelled, and I suppose that's where the hesitation comes in. So what I'm doing today that you're saying is cool, and you're going to engage with me.
You're not going to engage with tomorrow.
Is that going to make you not engage with me in 6 months' time and think, oh no, that was so...
No, because by then you should have moved on with the trends. So like,
wow.
You need to move.
You've got to keep up.
You've got to keep up. But it's not always about being on trend, and that's the whole point. You still need to remain yourself, but it's kind of like, you posted something 6 months ago, that might not be cool now, but that's fine. That's not going to affect your business. It just means that you're going to post something new. And it's just, you have to keep up with what's going on. Because if you're back, 2 months, yeah, you're done.
Yeah. I suppose you've got to pick whether you're doing it or not, then based on that, haven't you? You're either in or you're not. You can't be half in.
Well, you can be half in, but you don't have to do everything.
No, but I mean, I suppose, am I going to be someone that's going to try and follow all the trends that fit my business?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah.
Around my core values? Because if you don't do it well, it's a problem. Oh, go on.
I just thought of a good one. So, have you heard about the tea time alarm?
No.
So
tea time. Go on.
So
that's not what it sounds like, as in when you sit down to have dinner.
No, like tea as in like drinking tea, like a tea alarm.
Oh no. So
like, I'm sorry, I said tea time alarm. That's
a
mistake. But so on TikTok, all the Brits were trying to prank the Americans. Like, we have a tea alarm every day, and it goes off, and we've got about 2 minutes to sit down and drink our coffee, otherwise we get fined.
What? Is this a thing?
This was a thing on TikTok a couple of months ago, right? And like all these Americans, like the people made it so realistic. Some of these videos were hilarious, and Americans were like, "Oh my gosh, like I don't even like drinking tea. Like, what would I do? I'm going to Europe. I'm going for my Euro summer, and what am I going to do when the tea alarm goes off? What if I don't have tea nearby?" It was hilarious. And then the Gov website, like the Gov TikTok account, or the official government TikTok account, actually followed on and was like, "Here, new regulations and guidelines for the tea alarm." And I was like, that's funny.
Oh,
it's
good.
That's probably someone who's obviously a lot serious, but they joined in on something that's harmless prank. It's just funny. Like,
got the balance right.
Yeah.
Got the balance right.
Honestly, you need to watch some of these videos.
I haven't heard about that, but we do love the tea, don't we? My mum still brings tea. Like, my mum and parents will still bring tea on holiday.
Really?
Like, they haven't got tea bags over there.
That's probably like my mum.
We don't ship, like this global company doesn't ship tea bags to the place we're going to because it's that remote. We're going to a city, like we're going to Barcelona. They've got tea. You'll find tea in the supermarket over there. You don't have to bring it in your bag. But we do love it.
That's probably like my mum bringing like all the additional stuff to make her like Indian tea, like jar.
Oh, okay, what's in that? That sounds heavy. That sounds like a lot of compartment. That sounds like a lot of suitcase space.
No, it's like just like little herbs and stuff. Like, you look at, I don't know what goes in there, so I feel like you're gonna have to cut this out, otherwise I'm gonna look like a Findian. I don't know what goes in there, but she will like bring some of that stuff with her. So if we're going abroad, I feel like she would have like a little like pouch, which is like,
I kind of get that though, because it's like, I don't know, you might not find
this or that
cardamom pods in the supermarket that's at the end of the road, but you'll find tea and coffee.
You know how funny thing is, sure, like so whenever she's gone to India, or my grandparents have gone to India, do you know what they find in their suitcase?
Go on.
Ribena.
They love Ribena.
My granddad loved Ribena. Like, he would have
warm or hot, warm or cold, like hot Ribena or cold Ribena.
Room temperature.
Oh.
But he would like have like Ribena in the evening, and like so when he went to India for 2 months, he used to take a bottle of Ribena with him.
Ribena goes fast. I love Ribena, but it's the one that you buy today and it's got tomorrow, isn't it? It doesn't last long enough because you kind of like, you have to put. If your Ribena game's strong, you've got to put a lot of Ribena in that glass to get the mix right. Yeah, you don't want to get your Ribena mix wrong.
You need double concentrate Ribena. Do it?
I don't think they do, but you can't get the mix wrong.
No.
Because like you're so used to, and I think it was different in the fact that they made the dilutable stuff. I'm going to show my age now. Do you still get cartons of Ribena in the shop, like in the fridge?
Like probably the ones that have the mix.
You used to get them like, you'd have them in your lunchbox when you were a kid. You know, like a carton of thing.
Yeah.
That's, for me, that's where Ribena came from. That's what it was in. So it was pre-mixed, so you knew what Ribena tastes like. And it was one of the few things that if you went to a cheaper supermarket, there was no substitute for Ribena. You knew when it was fake Ribena. That was bad times.
Fake Ribena.
Fake Ribena was bad. You didn't want fake Ribena. Like you could almost have like lemonade. You can have any lemonade, I think, because they all taste kind of similar.
Yeah.
The other Ribenas, alternatives, didn't taste the same. And then they brought the bottle out to dilute it.
Oh, God.
And it was like, well, now how do I get it to taste the same? Because you want that experience. So you've got to kind of like, similar to what we're talking about here, you've got to make your experience consistent if you're going to grow it and start to expand well. It's hard to manage.
I feel like you've just made me question whether I've had the right ratio of Ribena. Like, that's made me really question all the Ribenas I've tried.
If you have to ask the question, you haven't.
No, I feel like I had, but now you've said that, and I'm like, oh, maybe I need to go find a carton somewhere, try and compare.
You do. It's like, and I don't even know if they have the cartons anymore. I see the bottles in the shop. Have
you had the little Ribena where you squirt into your drink?
The one that they give you in Nando's?
So what?
That's the one they give you in Nando's.
I've never had Ribena at Nando's.
Oh, I've got kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, makes sense.
But when you get like, they're pretty good when you get like a soft drink, you get like free water top up. You get one of those little
squeezy things.
I think it's a Robinson thing. I don't think it's a Ribena thing. But that's probably to manage your ratios, right? Because it's important. Because you fill the glass up and you've got the exact right amount.
To be fair, I think the squeezy things will probably work better, because when you're pouring Ribena, you can like pour loads all at once, or like not enough. Whereas with a squeeze, you've got more control over how much.
Yeah,
Ribena
I think
ratio.
So. And as well, it's portable. Your grandparents would have loved it. Your granddad could have put one in his pocket and have had one everywhere he went.
You'd go through that in a day. They're tiny.
You'd be taking it neat.
Yeah.
Straight out the bottle. Okay. Straight out the capsule. So how can we make it better? What's the worst thing? If you could change one thing about the way we communicate with business, what would be the one thing you'd change?
Don't make me ring you. I don't want to pick up the phone and ring you. I want to be able to go onto your website and do whatever I need to do. I've had an experience recently, so I've got my driving test coming up, and I'm supposed to do it in my own car.
Yeah.
And I got a recall letter, and I had all my information on there, so my VIN number, my reg. So I had that ready.
Prepped. Well done.
I went on to the website of like the nearest dealership, and there wasn't a form, like I couldn't book it online for the recall. So I was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to ring them. So I ring them, and I'm on hold for 20 minutes listening to the dullest music I've ever heard in my life, and I'm sat there going, gosh. And then every couple of minutes I'll go, don't worry, we'll pick up the phone as soon as possible. I get you're going to pick up the phone. You don't need to tell me every 2 minutes. It's like and then the music's just terrible, like the elevator music.
You should be able to pick your own music, really. Why can't they do that? So? Press 1 for this generation of music. So at least while you're waiting, you're comfortable. Yeah. If you're going to make me sit there for 20 minutes, make me comfortable.
And then I got through, and she was like, oh, what do you need to do? I was like, yeah, I just need to book in my recall. Perfect, lovely. So give me your details. Gave her my details. All right, someone will contact you and ring you back in 48 hours. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, the booking team will ring you back in 48 hours. I was like, can you not book it? She's like, no, that's a different team. I don't have access to a system. And I'm like, are you joking? So I can't do it online. You've made me put me on hold for 20 minutes. I finally got through, and I'm like, perfect, I'm going to get this sorted. No, we're going to ring you back in 2 days. And I just sat there going like, well, that's just a waste of time. I've just wasted half an hour of my life trying to do this one job.
Yeah.
And it got to the point, and I was like, right, whatever. They can ring me back in 48 hours. Let me find someone else. Yeah. So I found another local garage, and I was like, can you do it for me? I went on their website to see if they could do it. They had an online booking form, and I was like, perfect. I was like, chose my date, chose my time, put all my details in, submit. So I was like, okay, I know when I'm booked in for. Lovely, get on with my day. Later on that afternoon, I got an email saying, sorry, the time slot you've chosen isn't available. And I was like, what? I thought it was a live
system, which it should be. There's no excuse now. Everyone's got a calendar. It's online in every place. There is no reason that shouldn't be made available.
But I realised it's just like an inquiry form. So they've taken my details.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I thought I gave my details because I booked the service.
Bit of a fair exchange.
Yeah. And then I couldn't even get my appointment. So I'm like, well, so I've wasted time on the phone. I've done this, what I thought was an online booking system, in which it wasn't. And then I got told they don't have the stock. It's like, you're trying, in this digital world, you should be able to just go online and book something.
Yeah.
Live calendars. I don't know why that's not possible.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I have to pick up the phone all the time. And I understand there'll be older generations who probably wouldn't want to do this all online. I know my mum's one of them. She hates doing stuff online. Yeah. She's like, can you do it? I don't want to do it.
Because it's a challenge. It probably takes her longer than the 20 minutes you're waiting, right? When she does it, it's probably
she doesn't understand, and she just thinks she's going to go wrong, which is fair enough. The phone line should still be open, but if you're going to make someone ring, make it easy. Okay, lovely, we've booked you in. But I'd much rather be able to go online, do it in 5 minutes, bing, bang, bosh, done. Like, you're going to lose customers if you're going to make the journey so long. From A to B, from when I've got my problem and this is the solution I need to be booked in. If you're going to make it difficult for me to book in, it kind of just makes me go, I don't want to do it. Or if it's the same with if you're buying a product, if someone's going to make me jump through all these hoops in order to buy a product, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, well, I think I think it just shows a lack of understanding though, because I'm the same. I don't want to phone. There's certain times when I want to call, but if I'm booking something, anything, I want to do it online. I've decided what I want to do. I might have already had a phone call. I might have already gone through the process. I'm ready to go. Just give me the fastest and easiest way to get it done. But I think in your scenario, you're quite distressed at the time as well, right? So you're kind of thinking you're adding more pressure onto people, which just isn't good. No. It just isn't good. And I think we're getting better. I think there's easier ways to do it. And I would prefer to book online and call after and call if needed, get a call back. If I was getting calls in, I'd pick text for everything. Yeah. But I think I'd be nervous about opening up a text conversation with someone of your age, because it's going to look like it was, I don't know, written by a raccoon on Red Bull or something. Like, it's like, what does all this stuff even say? There's things in here that I don't understand, and now I sound incompetent. Yeah, I get what you mean, but I think this all just relates back to having an omni-channel strategy and knowing your audience and how they like to be communicated with. I know some people like to have that phone call, because like that older generation, it's like they may not have people around that they talk to, so that bit of that conversation is what they need. Exactly. And especially like with your accounts and stuff. Yeah. A lot of people have accounts now, right? Yeah. So if you go to a site and do something, I've logged in. Yeah. So you know how old I am. Yeah. You know what I've done before. Yeah. You know how I like to be communicated. Yeah. Come on. Like, listen to me. I've worked with you long enough now that you should be able to deliver what I need. And like, there's some people who would love an email. They're an email person. We'll talk about emails yesterday, and you were shocked about the amount of people who open their email immediately. Immediately. It's just because of my personal preference. I don't open my emails. It's a really good way to communicate for certain things, but I'm a mark all as red guy. I don't read them. Once the number gets too big in that red dot, and I'm like, all right, that's freaking me out a little bit now. Select all, mark as red, job done. I'm even worse. I don't. Unless I want it. Obviously, I read the emails I need, and I read the emails from places that matter. But you just get so many now. I think you've just got to be really careful about how you structure them and make sure. And it comes back to the point we've been talking about through this whole thing. It's just make sure it's talking to you. Yeah. I'll open the email if it talks to me. Yeah. Don't send me an email that just says 20% off today. It's kind of like, because there's 20% off everywhere. There's 20% off somewhere everywhere. Yeah. Today. That's not really for me. Make it sound like it's for me, even if it is for everybody. Yeah. At least make it sound like I'm special. Be nice. Yeah. Be nice to me. I agree. And there's obviously some people who would prefer like a letter or like a flyer, or like TV ads. Everyone obviously has their own preference with how they want to be marketed towards. And I think you have to consider that, because it's not a one shoe fits all situation. Totally agree. Even within each generation and each of those categories, even then it's segmented even further about how the message is presented. Like, is it a load of information, or is it kind of a bit more about, okay, this is what you can get out of it, not the facts, but why. Yeah. There's no excuse now. No. I don't think. We know people that well. We deal with them that often. We have touch points with them that often. We've got that much information on them. The amount of data. It's a bit lazy to not be doing it, really, if you think about it that way. Why on earth wouldn't you? It's not good enough. And people know it now as well. People are used to their experiences, right? And I think that's when people really do resonate. Like you say, if I am into letters, I'm not. No, but if I am and I get one, I'm going to be really happy with it. Yeah. It's going to be a really great experience, and I'm going to be opening the envelope up and excited to see what's inside or whatever it might be. Just send me a text and let me know what's going on. The only time I'm excited to open a letter, it'll be a parcel actually. What about a birthday card? Okay, a birthday card's okay. They're a birthday card, but my regular letters that I get, I don't open them. I'm really bad. I don't know what's going on, but I love a parcel. Oh gosh, actually, I take this. It's so posh. No, you know what I love? You know, when you get letters, but like they're handwritten. Like, it's not a birthday card. Someone's actually posted you something, and it's a handwritten letter. Ooh. That intrigues me. I'm like, who sent? Special. Yeah, written a fountain pen. Yeah, and I'm like, not even a fountain pen. Just like, it's handwritten. I'm like, who's written this? God. And it's not something I've ordered. I'm like, this is really. I think a 6-year-old had written it if I did it. I can't write anymore. It's like the first day back at school. Every time I pick a pen up, I don't write anything down anymore. I just can't write anymore. To be fair, I've tried reading some of your notes before. It just looks like a doctor. Like, yeah, should have been maybe in a previous life. That's why I prefer text. Yeah. But like I said, I'd be worried about it now, because I think some of the things that you guys write in texts is I don't get. Like, I'll send my daughter messages, and some of the things I get back, I have to Google it. I don't know what's going Dictionary. On. Yeah, I have to. I love Urban Dictionary. I love it, because I don't know what she's talking about half the time. Or they're talking about, all of them. But you're educating yourself. Yeah. And you're learning. You know how she likes to speak. What was the last one? Was IKR. I got that. I was saying something. Oh, you just raised your eyebrows.
Yeah. No, I know. I just had to.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, just say it.
Just quicker to type.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you think it is, though? Because I think it's debatable in the fact that because you've got dictionaries in your phone, it tries to spell check and spell correct all these acronyms that you put in. So I probably think, you know what, it's probably longer to correct the acronym than it is to actually write the thing where it predicts what you're going to say and it'll write the next 2 words for you.
I think at first, but when your phone realises you're not going to write I know right and I'm going to write IKR, then it will just pick that up, but it learns what you like to do.
Yeah.
And it will basically tailor your messages.
What other ones are there?
What other ones? Oh, I've got a list. I've got a test for you.
Go on,
you
then.
ready? Okay.
Let's go.
IRL.
No idea.
In real life.
In real life? When would you say that?
Like, I saw Harry Styles. IRL question mark. In real life? Yeah, in real life.
Okay.
That's a really bad example, but
no, but
you get the point.
I kind of get the point. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't probably use that one. I don't think I'll get it added to my dictionary.
This is something I say a lot. I used to say a lot.
This is going.
Slay.
Oh, don't start me on the slay word.
Why?
Because it's just it just means it means everything and nothing. Doesn't it? It's everything, right? It's all you hear. Slay.
Yeah.
No slay. That is so slay.
Big slay, not
Big
slay.
slay, not slay. Yeah.
Not slay at all.
What does it mean?
Just whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah. No, it needs meaning. Words need meaning in my book. If it hasn't got a meaning, bin it.
I just quite enjoy it. It's just, I think it's a filler. Slay.
Horses for courses, yeah.
Whatever. TTYL.
I'm not going to do well here, am I? TTYL?
Yeah.
No idea what that means.
Talk to you later. TTYL.
Why don't you just say bye? That's like less letters.
That's boring.
BYE.
Yeah, boring. Bye.
TTYL.
TTYL.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Maybe a bit of an emoji on the end. Maybe a meme if you're really going for it.
Yeah, I'd probably get it maybe if you'd have to put like that waving hand emoji for me, so I kind of figure it out.
But I feel like bye is like bye. Talk to you later. Oh yeah, I'll message you in a bit, basically.
Okay, yeah, you need that comfort.
Oh,
I'm going to talk to you later.
For goodness sake. NVM.
Never mind.
Yay! 1
Winner.
point.
1 point.
Okay, this one's easy in my eyes anyway. JK. Not JK Rowling.
Or JK from Jamiroquai.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
No idea.
Just kidding. I don't use that anymore, but I feel
kidding?
Yeah, just kidding.
No. Jokes, we would have just said joke.
Well, this is less letters.
Is it less? Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay. This, I feel like this is just quite self-explanatory. Ick. You've given me the ick.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know that. That's a come on, and that actually makes sense. A lot of them I don't get because they don't make sense or they're repurposed words that meant something else 10 years ago, so you kind of get confused. But
reuse, recycle.
Ick is self-explanatory, isn't it?
It's giving.
Giving what?
It's giving.
Is that the end?
That's the phrase. Like, I would say, for example, I don't know, your outfit's giving today. Or like that's
and there's
giving.
Nothing that follows the word.
Well, you can like
giving what? That's what I mean. It sounds like half a sentence.
Oh God, it's giving. I don't know.
Good vibes.
It's giving good vibes, or it's giving Beyonce. Like if your outfit looks like Beyonce. These are really bad examples, but I would just say, oh, that's giving. Oh, it's giving.
And that's it though. You just leave that.
Yeah, but
that verb. Giving's a verb, right? You just leave that.
Yeah.
Verb mid-air, just hanging.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to figure it out.
What is giving cowboy chic? Cowboy Carter.
No, don't know it's giving. Sorry, didn't know that one.
Okay, this one you've definitely heard us say in the office. Tea. What's a tea? Spill the tea.
I do know what that one is, but I didn't know till about 6 months ago.
Really?
That's like the gossip, right? What's going on?
What's the drama?
What's happening? Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, I know that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get better at this.
But I did hear that one. That one gets used at home a lot as well with my wife and the girls and stuff.
Okay. Stan. I'm a stan.
You can't have that one. That's ours.
What do you mean?
That's an Eminem song. He's not even a millennial. He's older than I am. Is that what you mean? Like a stan, as in like a fan, like what's it called? Like a psycho follower, kind of like
like
someone who's obsessed with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a stan. Yeah. Stan, the song, Stan. I don't know when that was, but it was ages ago. So you can't have that. I'm taking that back. I'm reclaiming it.
Okay, we've got. Oh, okay. Aura points. This is not something I would use, but this is like TikTok slang that I've heard people use.
Aura points?
Yeah.
I'm going to say something really stupid.
Okay.
Anything to do with Rita Ora? No. All right, I don't know what they are. What's an aura point?
I can't believe you just said that.
No, well, come on, it's logic,
Okay,
remember.
it's like a measure of coolness, charisma. Like, I don't know, if someone...
Riz.
Yeah, Riz.
There we go.
If someone was like trying to chat to a girl and he got pied off, he lost some aura points. He's down aura points.
Never ever heard
But if
of
someone
that.
did something really cool, he'd be like, he's got.
I've never heard of that
I wouldn't
before.
use that, can I just say? But it's something.
Never heard of that one. I'd have to bail.
Okay, I like this word. Delulu.
Delulu. I don't know it, but it sounds like it means crazy, like la la.
Yeah.
I said it. Oh, okay.
Like you're delusional.
Oh, okay. I kind of get that.
I'll give you half a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I've got one more, but I feel like you probably will know what this means. Living rent-free.
As in like always living in someone's head.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about things that don't matter time, things that are living rent-free in your head type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got that one. I did quite good.
I think someone's going to have to calculate the points, but I think you got about like 3 out of 10 there.
I'm pretty happy with that though, because some of the others I wouldn't want to use anyway.
TMI.
What does that mean?
Do you know what it means?
TMI? No.
Too much information.
Too much information.
Like, that's a bit TMI, but this happened.
I kind of like that though, because too much information, that's a lot of syllables. That's a bit TMI.
Wow, is this one that you finally agree with?
Yeah, that's a bit TMI. I might steal that. Yeah, well, I think we're nearly done then now, aren't we? Time to get some food?
Yeah, what should we have for lunch?
I'm not sure. Take a walk. See what's going on. It's sunny outside.
Oh, it is. You know what I've really enjoyed? Putting a pizza in the oven.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great use of free will.
Yeah, maybe we're going to do that. Pop to Tesco.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
And we're out.